Hi everyone, thanks for joining me at Leon's IT vlog. So this will be my first post covering the 2007 Intune service release. It's not going to be the whole of the service release. I've decided to split it up, platform specific, and then a kind of a general video at the end. So let's get started. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about Windows today, and first and foremost, the Defender firewall rules migration tool is out and been released in public preview. So basically, it's a PowerShell script you can download, and it will automatically create. It will prompt for you to authenticate with your Intune tenant as an Intune service admin, or indeed a global admin. And you can authenticate with your tenant. It will then detect all of the firewall rules on the local machine that have been applied by group policy. There's also a couple of switches you can use as well, as you can see here. So you can include local rules as well. A couple of constraints with this: there's a few unsupported rules, they're quite legacy these are, and a few unsupported settings. Okay, and there's a maximum per profile of 150 rules. So what does this look like? Essentially, I'm not going to run the script today, but you just download the script and run it with any of the switches that you require on a machine, on a target machine. And what will happen is it will then create these rules here in the endpoint security firewall profile, or indeed, should I say, the firewall policy firewall rules profile type. There we go. So it's created three here because I added the local rules switch. So quite a few rules here, and yeah, very nice feature. Be aware though, public preview, so it means whilst it's fully supported, features are likely to change without warning before going into general availability, or GA. So nice one to start with. Next up is support is now available for Windows for derived credentials. It can be used for the authenticating using a smart card with VPN or Wi-Fi. Okay. So just got the article here for that. So requires one of the supported credential issuers to be integrated with the tenant as well. You'll need to install the credential provider's application, and then as a result of that, you'll be able to utilize that for authentication. And what you'll be able to see, we'll come on to this next actually, because there's some settings in there, but in the Windows VPN profile, there is now the option to select this. If I just filter this down, there we go. So the VPN profile, and within the settings, the authentication method, you can now select derived credential. So a nice addition, something that's been around for a while with iOS and Android devices, now available to a certain respect within Windows. So while we're here, let's talk about the Windows 10 VPN profile. Some changes to this, some new additions. So now I'm able to select a device tunnel, okay, and also some nice options here to specify the encryption algorithm settings. Previously was required using a custom configuration. So quite a nice addition there. Okay, what else have we got? Next up, some new settings available for Edge. Okay, within the ADMX profile, administrative templates profile type. I've just highlighted these. I've just disabled all these settings in this profile just so you can see these are the actual settings that are now available as of Edge version 84. Some other additional configuration has been added. So there's some Bluetooth settings available now within the device control profile. So we've got to flip back to our endpoint security. Okay, and this is within our attack surface reduction policy. And yeah, so it's our device control profile type. I keep forgetting that is not in the clipboard. There we go. Yeah, so Bluetooth settings available in that. So just shows that Microsoft really are investing in these new security policies. And you probably should look at migrating to using them where you see fit. Don't just do it for the sake of it, where it makes sense. Okay. Indeed, some other additional settings that have been released are within the antivirus profile. If we go into here, so there's now the ability to specify a download location where some updates are available for the client to connect to. Okay, so that's within here. A couple of new settings: define the shares for download and definition updates, and define the source order. So they've been added to that. So even more reason to move over to the new antivirus profile type. Okay, what have we got next? So the endpoint detection and response policy for configuration manager devices that have been exposed using that nice tenant attach feature that's been around since Config Manager 2002. That policy is now in general availability. Okay, so just to show you what exactly I mean there. So under the endpoint detection and response node, create your policy, and there we have Windows 10 and Windows Server configuration manager profile type. Okay, that's now generally available. Not going to dig into that one too much. There's not a great deal to look at there. Okay, some improvements have been made as also to the security baselines. So I'm going to cover a separate video on this. But in the past, it's almost been a bit of a one-size-fits-all scenario, too much with baselines, but there's certainly some use cases for them. So what's actually been done here is when you select the security baselines node, there used to be an overview, which was an aggregated roll-up of all the profiles deployment status. It was a little bit confusing. So now you can simply click on the profile itself and monitor its status in this fashion. Okay. Also as well, this view within the scope of a specific device has changed, so you're able to view the actual settings against the category a lot easier, and you can also search for the setting as well. So a lot nicer to search. A couple of options to filter at the bottom here as well, which is very good. It wasn't so good before this was implemented. Okay, so just a couple of other things to end with. So Win32 app installation notifications. So the end user is now able to decide whether the applications shown in the web company portal should be opened by the company portal, web company portal, or the actual company portal app itself. I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking at that, but I think that's just about covered it. Sorry, just checking my notes that I've not missed anything. Okay, so I think that's basically it. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me. That's it for this vlog. Next to come will be either iOS and Android, or either or, just depends on how long it's going to take. So we'll give it a go. Thank you.